All right. So the first thing, and the way that I work usually, because I like to give my clients also like a bigger resolution version of their emotes. Maybe they want to use them as a picture, as a profile picture or something like that. So I tend to do also like a bigger version, and I have more space to work on. Do you have a creative liberty to be more silly, self-deprecating with Barb emotes versus other streamers? I think Barb takes things in a very good way. Normally, when like a client comes and asks, they have already an idea, and I want them to want, and they say, I want this emote, and this is my mascot, or this is my character, or something like that. So in that case, I would do it, and I am restricted for that by that, I guess, and my own style. With Barb is a little bit different. I do have more freedom in the sense that he likes my style, and he knows what to expect, and I just can work in whatever I want. Obviously, I'm never going to be offensive, or I'm never going to be rude, so it's kind of like an easy thing. It's kind of safe too, so yeah. So okay, the first thing is I've been doing them in 800 by 800 pixels, and the resolution is 300 pixels per inch. So if people want to also print them, it's not gonna look like crap. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be decent. Yo, Grateful, what's up? So thinking about the clients and thinking about what I want to give them at the end, I work in this format. Also thinking about myself and how much space I have so I can work with them. If you know how this works, this is basically a grid, and the grid is of 800 by 800. So I have 800 pixels horizontally and 800 pixels vertically. Now, if you see these colors, it's because I am colorblind, so I need to see the things on screen. It's kind of difficult sometimes. So usually with a client, I also ask them for colors. It's like, do you have a palette that you want me, or like a color palette that you want me to work on specifically? Because of color blindness, it's a little bit more difficult, right? You only send me 12 by 12 pixel ones and call me names in the delivery emails. That is correct. All right, so let's say that we want to work on something. So I have a couple of layers on my right. The layers are basically just sheets of paper that are transparent. And I have my background. The background is just for, so I can see what if I'm drawing inside or outside. And yes, Grateful. We did. Thanks to the kindness of these awesome people. And I just start sketching something. So let's say that we want, let's make a quick Barb emote. What do you guys want to see? Barb what? Something that you would really like to see. Maybe we can give Barb an emote as a present if we make a good job. Barb as a chicken nugget. Barb eagle. Barb dumper. Oh, well, yeah, but without Twitch getting in our way, I guess. This doesn't end well. Yeah. Barb noted. I like the idea of the noted, actually. I think I like the idea of the noted. Barb pajamas will be so good as well. Maybe we can do Barb pajamas. Oh, dude, Barb pajamas will be nice. Let's try that one. Let's see what we can do. So let's start by by plugging our tablet, I guess. Yeah, he's got comfy. Yeah, that's true, kinda. Too many steps. What about doesn't wear PJs? That is true. No, you have to be TOS. However, we could censor it. Barb Poor is already Barb Pajamas. That is also true. Barb Gorilla. Oh, Barb Gorilla is not a bad idea. Censor the dumper. Barb Starch. A second Barb Gorilla. Barb Gorilla is perfect. Gorilla wins. All right. I think we have a winner. So let's start sketching something for that, I guess. Remember, we have to keep within like the limits of our square thing. So some things are going to be outside of the square, like inevitably. if we want it to be visible, I guess. So I think that if we want a pose for a gorilla, we want something, right? Like, think that this is the head. Maybe we need like a bigger head, probably. We can make something like this, you'd see. So if we have our head like this, right? And he might be... This might be the chest. Right? But... How do they... I don't know. I don't know, chat. Maybe we can have something like this. Right? So imagine that this is the head. And imagine these are eyes. And this is the scream, right? And these are the... And he's like hitting his chest. Do you think we can do that? Hey, Plateman, thank you so much. It might become too detailed. It might become too detailed. The right arm in the air, like angry. I mean, I guess we could do that, right? I'm gonna delete this thing. We're gonna erase this. Let's see. Make it animated. If we want to make them animated, then we will work by layers. So maybe we can do that. It will be funny animated, that's for sure. Let's start working on some of the details then. So what would be the difference between a comic face of Barb and a comic face of, like, let's say, Donkey Kong? So let's start with a more detailed sketch. Obviously, everything is subject to change, right? So Barb in the style is something like this. Right? Protruding mouth? True. we could give him the little Donkey Kong kind of hair thing. But let's say that this is our guy. What kind of tablet do you use for your art? So I use also like a very old tablet. So anyone can use something like this. You can get a tablet super cheap if you go to a secondhand shop or something like that. I use a Wacom Bamboo Pro. An Intuos Pro, sorry. This is the tablet I use. It's a Wacom Intuos Pro. Not too fancy. You don't need it. You don't need it. You need to learn first to how to feel confident, like, because you need practice, right? And I promise you, it's gonna be weird the first time you sit in front of your computer and you're drawing on a tablet, but looking at the computer. It's gonna feel very weird, but you're gonna get used to that. You will get used to that, and then that's about it. Then you can do whatever you want to do. Okay, so let's say right? But it's gonna be something like this. I mean, this... So like a new pair of underwear. It's kind of like a Super Saiyan 4 kind of thing. He's not that juicy, but it's not him, right? I mean, it's Bart Pegs. right? And then I guess we get the fist. He's like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, yeah. Kinda is. BarbWins. I mean, that's already kind of done already. So. Hey, Vatlik, welcome back. And Lodette, hello. And we can have, I don't know, normally we have the mustache, right? Could be like that, or could be screaming. Are you using pen to draw this or my mouse? I'm using the pen right now. I'm using just a sketch type of pencil and that's about it. But yeah, I'm using my pen. Like, we know that Donkey Kong has the eyebrows are like put together, right? The eyebrows are kind of like put like together like this. Crazy talented. Thank you. Thank you so much. Should we have the... We have to have the glasses, right? Yeah, we need the glasses for sure, chat. Can't remember the last time Barbie didn't wear glasses? Yeah, I know. Except when headaches sometimes, but yeah. Need the glasses. But we're not gonna see is the beard because yeah, it's gonna hit him behind the pecs. The omega pecs that it has, dude. So we're gonna make it with the current haircut. Which is a little bit more, you know, crazier than usual. Oh, dude, this is looking sick. That's a generous amount of hair. This is looking sick. Cuts a bit of a misnomer, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for all the follows that do not stop. Thank you. Yeah, it's Bar Primal. I think we got something, Chad. I think we got a good idea, at least. So what we can do is that we can keep working on... needs... Oh, dude, that's... Turnips, that is perfect. I think that's gonna be the touch. If we get rid of this part, right? For instance. And we add some movement. To something like... So imagine something like this or so. Right? And we kind of add some movement to it. Something like this, right? And that's kind of like our DK. Ooh, I think it would... Yeah, I think this is a good idea, chat. You could say that it ties all things together. A BK. Yeah, BK should be, right? But those are details. Those are just details to the end, for the end. I like it. I like it very much. Give me a second so I move, because I might need some references. So give me a second here. and I go here, and I think now I can go check my references without like showing all my desktop. There you go. Now let me see, because I need to see Donkey Kong. Because I need to see, is his chest like naked? Oh yeah, it's just this naked. So it only has hair like around the chest and the belly. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think we got a good idea, chat. I think we can work on this. Took some notes. You can totally draw like that now. No, but of course I'm taking it like super fast right now, Vega. I'm sorry. But if you want me to explain further, I can. Clayfist, hello. So Krita has a basic set of tools, including these brushes that you see on the right. These are just like simple tools. If you want to make emotes, you will only really need 2 of these brushes. The basic 5 size and the basic 1. Basic 5 is controlled with pressure. So for instance, if I barely make like any pressure on my tablet, this is the line that I make. You can barely see it. And the more I make, like the more the wider it gets. Also depends on the size, which is up top, the size of my brush. So I can do something like this or grow to this. So that's why that's important. The other brush, the basic one, is just a simple, it always has the same, it's not pressure controlled. And you want those two for the most part. There are some things to keep in mind. And so normally I first do like a rough sketch like this. Then I go make some more details to the sketch. And if I like what I see, then I start working on it. Burger King, heck yeah. Yo, Voxy, what's up? So if I like what I see, then I can start working. Some changes will be made on the final one. But this is, for instance, a point when I say, yeah, I think I'm okay. I think I could start working on something right now. I don't need to keep sketching too much if I don't want to. Like if I'm making some different type of art, then yes. But for emotes, as long as they look good and I can do something like this, right? And I can start imagining how it's gonna look like if I, as an emote. Another good thing, and I think it's good practice, is to have a picture of reference. In my case, for instance, because of my color blindness, I tend to have a picture for reference so I can get the colors from it. So for instance, in this case, we're going to take the Donkey Kong one. And this is our reference. So we're going to bring it here and we're going to move it around. So we're going to be using the colors from this Donkey Kong, at least the main colors that the picture uses. So let me show you. And we can see it in color now if we want. So we can start like painting some parts of the drawing that we might end up doing, right? And closing lines as well, so we can keep doing it. So something like this, for instance, will be good. Or close this up here. And then we can see it, at least as a preview, which is always important. Like, this is not the way we normally paint, but this helps a lot for preview reasons. We're gonna just close it up here, and I think that should be enough. Oh shit, where's my color? There you go. So we got something already as a reference. Oh no, fuck. We don't want to paint this over this thing. So now we should be good. There you go. So you're able to accurately put a color from reference image onto that you're drawing? Yes. I can do that. Usually I do that, or I ask the client for the hex color or the color in hex code, so I can go exactly and give exactly what they want. Yo, Chris, hello. Yes, I have problems with yellow and green. I don't see purple, so purple and blue Our colors, I mean, particularly green gives me a lot of trouble, but purple also, like, my eyes just ignore the red in the combination and I see only blue. So for instance that. Let's open one of Barb's previous emotes so we can take it as a reference. Let's use one of the latest ones. Where is Rabble? So let's use Rabble. And we can use Rabble as a reference for the colors of Barb. Right? So this is the color of the skin that we use for Barb. That has been a little bit paler since the last emote that we made. And we're going to be using it here. We need to close this up. This should be closed. And it should allow us now to do the thing. Still open. And I think with that we can have an idea of what we want and how it's gonna look in the end. Which is always good. That's also open, so we don't want to do that. That happens because your lines are not covering the entire thing, so your color escapes. And that's exactly what you don't want to happen. That's why we need to kind of close the lines. So we can paint the whole thing. By zones, let's say. Or by areas. Still leaking somewhere. Some other colors are more difficult than others. So they will escape even if you close the gaps. But shouldn't happen too frequently. So let's see if we can close this thing out here, maybe. Maybe this is where we're leaking color. Let's do this. There you go. Much better. Much better. Now let's take the color of the hair, which is this one is the big one. Tilda's favorite game music. Face was leaking, yeah. Barb leaking. Nope. Not that type of leaking. Let's see. We should close it here just to check. Should be good now. All right. This should be good. So for reference, this is more or less what it would look like. Where do we have Donkey Kong? We need the tie. Fuck. So that's kind of the color we want. And thank you, Tilda. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Yeah, if any of the people who were here before, if you don't follow Barb, just go ahead and follow Barb. Barb is one of the best streamers in this platform, in the entire platform. By far. And we're gonna make the eyes something like that too, right? So we kind of want this to happen. And there you go. So this is what it... Oh, no, wait. The mustache. Need to close the mustache too. Cannot leak, chat. This has to be painted. But I think we're fine. So this is the main idea of what it's gonna look like. What do you guys think? Reddish eyes for rage? That'll be cool. It's legendary. It's cool. I think it's gonna look cool. And I think as an emote, if at the end we cut like the square more or less in this area and a little bit here, I think it's gonna be very visible. I think it's gonna look very visible if we do that. No leaky mustaches. No, please no. Bigger biceps.
Hydrate.
It's not gonna be very evident, very obvious. Yo, FC, thank you so much for the hydrate. I guess we could do that, but also we could add the motion smear to the hands, but also what we could do at some point, if we think about the future, if the emote is liked or whatever, or is going to be used, which we don't know, we could have these arm, like both arms, I guess, like both of the arms, we can make them separate layers. At least this part of this arm and this entire arm, so we can animate it easily later. Shouldn't be much of a problem to animate if we separate from now. So another good advice, if you just started like working on your skills, or if you want to start doing emotes or start drawing or doing some art, one big recommendation is always work with layers. Do not get too focused on just one layer. Create as many as you need, so you can always separate stuff. That's very important. You don't want to keep things on the same layer. So basically what you have here is all the lines are on top of your color, right? In that way, you don't have to worry to just like not covering your lines with color, because your color is underneath that. So it doesn't really matter. We already had a chest pound. See, Chad, you baited me. A little bit of yellow for the BK, yeah. I think that is... We will do those... we will focus on those details later, but I think that's right. So we could do something like this, for instance, right now. We can change this color right now here. And the only thing that it has is basically an extra line with the same kind of color around, right? And that's about it. So it's something like... right? It's something like this. But that's going to be at the end. Kind of like that. And there's like a little bit of red around for the whole thing. But yeah, whatever. It's kind of like this. That's a very good color. I have no idea which color that is, but yeah, you know. So GG, we have our emote. Now the process that comes after is much more tedious. Much more tedious. Because all of this is just a sketch. All of this is just a sketch. So let's group it up and just name it sketch, so we don't get confused. And then is where we have to start, like when we start, sorry, no. Just working. And we go with black. Black is a very good color to use for Twitch emotes, for the lines. I know that many artists tend to use a darker color of whatever part that they are drawing. So if they're drawing the chest, for instance, and the chest is like this skin tone, they would use like a darker version of that color to make the line out of it. I particularly don't like it. That's not part of my style. I don't think it looks that great. But that's just me. So you can just do as you want. And now we can start working on the emote itself. So our lines have to be super clean. So that's part of like what takes time, let's say. Because it has to look clean. Right? You don't want it to look like crap. You kind of want to tie them together. Takes time, requires a little bit of patience, but it's always the bane of your existence. It can be annoying, absolutely can be. If you're in a hurry or something, then yeah, it's probably gonna be annoying.
Un minuto de español, por favor.
Un minuto de español, César, gracias por el minuto de español, vale. Entonces un minuto de español. Déjame continuar aquí. No sabía que se suponía que estábamos dibujando así. Correcto. Todos están dibujando igual. Vamos a hacerlo con 3 dedos en lugar de uno solo. Y así se ve mejor. Que agarren su lápiz. Sí, todos agarran el lápiz. Espérate un momento, entonces. Y más o menos así, así y así. Con esta mano, así. Y así se puede, sale la mano completa. Entonces, déjame un segundo. Oh, ASMR Whispering. Qué pena que no leí antes esa. Lo siento mucho. No leí antes que era susurradito. No leí que era susurradito. Lo siento mucho. Gracias por el follow. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Okay, so like I said before, it's a lot of detail. It's a lot of if you want to make it like super perfect, and you're gonna spend a lot of time on your line art. You're gonna spend a lot of time on making it look correctly and the way you want it. So it takes time. It takes time and patience. But for the most part, it's fun. Something that you can make as fun as you want. It's really not that bad, right? I didn't understand a single word. Thank you for the redeem, says a thank you. We're gonna make it with 4 fingers total, because that's the style that we have been following for the entire mascot of the bar mascot. So we're gonna make it with only 4 fingers. I think that works also well for readability on Twitch. So that's how we're doing it. We might want it to be like a little kind of with the idea that it's a little bit hairy. Something like this will be nice. This arm is not very detailed, so it doesn't really matter too much. And we can go like this. So just the illusion that is hairy, right? That should be enough. Maybe we can do something like this. And we tie it up together. That should be good. See, not too bad. Too much finger talk. Got to beep it for the younger viewers. Thank you for the censorship. Thank you very much. The illusion is the illusion of mist. Thank you, baggage. Now you grab your Taylor blue and your titanium white, and yeah. We could do. Maybe that's gonna be too weird, but we could do something like I think like this works already. We can make it work later. I don't want to make it like, you know. Maybe it works. We'll see. Thalo weird. Yeah, Thalo blue. Okay, so we have that arm already. Didn't take too long. That's okay. And we can continue now with the chest. So the chest should go here, and it should come from around here, maybe. I think something like that will be fine. And the other part of the chest, that could be like a little bit on top. So something like this will be fine. Starting artists learn not to eat their Thalo blues and greens. Yeah. So remember, this is going to be under these arms, so we don't really need to see it right now or care or like worry too much about it, but it is good practice to work all of your layers as much as you possibly can in case one day you want to animate it, or you know, like you want to go back to it and you're like, oh damn it, there's nothing underneath, or there's nothing that I can do about this. Like the idea is maybe you can, if you worked, you know, like if you thought about it before. So here's our chest. I think it works well. I don't think Donkey Kong has, sorry, I don't think Donkey Kong has like particularly ripped body. No, he doesn't. It's just like, that's it. He doesn't have it. So that's good. Good for us. So we can keep it like this. Earth tones are good. Talo is sort of Talocyanide. Cyanide, no bueno. Oh shit. Okay. I thought you were kind of memeing, but yeah. And we can make something. This kind of looks bad. So we can make it a little bit like this. Something like that would be cool, I think. It's well proportioned, sorta. Yeah, look at this. Look at this boy. This boy. It's looking good. I think this is gonna look good. I think it's stupid, but I think it's gonna look good. Not to rip a monkey shaped, yeah, good monkey shape. And then we can go with the arm here. It's okay. It's kind of like the barb formula, yeah. Should be good. Chat appreciates the stupid. Yes, we all do. I mean, it's part of the appeal, right? You can close it up like, with, again, the illusion of hair there. Of fur. And that should be fine. And now we need the other arm. That arm goes underneath, though. So we're going to be working on that arm right now. Cyanide and art always reminds me of Zdzisław Beksinski? I don't know that one. Baggage. Right, now we can work on this one. So there is a tool here. If you don't feel too confident about your, you know, how shaky you can be or how shaky your lines are, then there's a tool here called brush smoothing, and you can use a stabilizer. Now the stabilizer is super cool because it allows you to make a line with a certain delay. So you have an area that you can like move your pen or your mouse around and it's not gonna do anything. So you kind of have that lag that allows you to do a line without shaking pretty much very, very easily, right? As a Polish painter, photographer, and sculptor specializing in the field of dystopian surrealism. I see. Oh, it's the Grown Rainway overlay? Thank you, sis. Oh yeah, I changed it early because they were singing. And I was like, no, please don't sing. There you go. Thank you, sis. Yeah, they were singing and I'm like, please, no, please stop. Now we can go with lines that are a little bit less shaky. And we can make it more buff here too. And since this arm is under, this is okay. I think this is fine. I think this is gonna be great. I hate singing, confirmed. I don't hate singers, I don't know, I kind of don't like that. Also, in my experience, you get more chances of getting like, if I ever upload like a YouTube video or whatever, like a YouTube highlight or whatever, you get more chances of getting copyrighted by YouTube if your music is like, those artists are, I don't know, in my experience, you're probably gonna find some sort of resistance there. So at least more likely. It's more likely. And we can make something like this. Except if it's a snake eater. If it's a snake eater, then I sing. In that case, we sing. Chat. Alright, I don't think we need to worry too much about this anymore. Let's continue with the hand. Now the hand's a little bit tricky, but we got this. We're gonna fix those lines in a minute. Because we said we're gonna use only the 3 fingers, right? So something like this would work very well. There you go. Oh, that's great. Forever impressed by drawing talent. You know, it takes practice, but goddamn, you'll make it look easy. It's just practice. But it's what I will always tell people in chat also when we do this kind of art streams. It's just practice. I've been drawing, like I've been doodling stuff, particularly on the like anime style since I was a child. And it was always me, you know, in school. I was always that guy who's like notebook, like the teacher was talking and I was just like drawing. Trying to improve, trying to get better, trying to make it look good. And I think it was actually my first job. Or the first way for me to make money was when I was a kid. And it was selling drawings in the school to my friends. You know, they will buy, they'll buy my drawings and I'm like, okay, so you can make money out of this, I guess. But I am not an artist. Like I went to university, I studied bachelor in graphic design, but I didn't really finish it. I didn't really complete it. And then I ended up being a linguist. So you never know where life is going to take you, chat. Never know. And then I worked in that and I worked in universities and as a researcher for several years. And now I'm like, fuck that. I don't want to do that. And at least I got my master's, I guess. That's about it. That was about it. Alright, I think we're good here. Hey Noodle, came back to the desk to see the schedule. It was Booba. It's not Booba. Yo, hello, Galinuba. How are you? Good to see you. Where is the body? So the one for the body is the one that we're gonna use maybe for... Nah, maybe we need a new one for... You know what, chat? We need a new layer for the head. Now, the head is the one that is behind everything. So, I mean, the layer that is behind everything. You know what I meant. All right, here we go. So let's try to make this one like screaming there like that. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is gonna look so good, chat. I can already see it. Let's close it just in case we ever want to do something with the head, like move it or something. So let's close it. It's very close to Booba. Also have Booba anatomy and physics. You seem to be an expert. You seem to be an expert. Are you some sort of Booba connoisseur? Some Booba aficionado? Academia is often like government work, underpaid and overworked. Private sector is much better. So, yeah, my problems with that were a little beyond that. I think most of my problems or my issues with academia was that it's one of those fields that I thought it was at first I thought it was like a Colombian thing, right? I thought it was Latin American thing. I was like, oh no, this is not Latin America, that things are a little bit more rotten inside and you need to be friends with the friend of the friend in order to secure the next job or the scholarship or the position or whatever. And I was like, it's gotta be a Latin American thing. I refuse to believe that this is like that everywhere else. Well, I was mistaken. I was sorely mistaken. So seeing that and the fact that I am just not good, I'm not good with, you know, following people around and telling people like, hey, be, you know, like, you're doing great if I don't think they are, or stuff like that. Like, suck it up to people. Like, I just can't do that. Like, so to me it was very difficult. And my latest experience was like the last thing. I said, okay, this is it. This is enough. There's so many things that I thought were just Latin American things, but now a lot of places just suck. Yeah. Every country says the other country is rotten. Networking sucks. But nepotism is so good when it works specifically for me. Yeah, that is unfortunately true. It's hard to be angry when you're benefiting, I guess, right, from the thing. Then you're not so angry anymore. But in academia was like so much, because for instance my whole project depended on that, and my job depended on that, and it came to a point where I was like, you know what, I just can't do this anymore. And I just recently ended my contract. That was back in October. I'm still trying to figure out what to do next. I don't know. To be fair and to be completely frank, selling emotes is not something that's gonna, you know, it's not that sustainable. Like, it's not a lot of money that you make from this thing. I love it, and I will keep doing it as a side thing, of course, and for people who actually like and appreciate my work and like my emotes. But, you know, not necessarily the most sustainable thing ever, no. Okay, so this is looking better and better, chat. This is looking real sick. Now we need the hair. Maybe with some movement. Some like... So the hair is tricky because it doesn't really matter too much. How it looks in the end is gonna have an outline because of Twitch emotes. This is good. The arts are pretty unsustainable unless you get super lucky and are super talented. Yeah, arts are hard. Academia is all about superpowers. No, that's the wrong hero, Academia. Even in your case, you're both, and still it's quite tough to have that sustain you. Yeah, like this is not sustainable. Like this, you're not gonna pay for bills and everything here in Belgium with emotes. I don't think no, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, so I'm focusing lately on like the emote thing and learning more and doing more stuff like that. And on my stream, I love my stream. I really like it. So it's something that keeps me happy, and I do because it makes me happy. So, you know, we have a very nice community and very, very nice people. So I'm proud of that, and I am very, very happy about that. You know, it keeps the little things that keep you going, I guess. We don't need to do anything there because we're not gonna see it anyway. So just thank you very much. Thank you. If you don't have superpowers, you can just eat a guy's hair. Just try that. That's creepy. But yeah, try that, chat. Yo, KK, what's up?
Jaggy_snake is asking Google for a good joke.
All right. Hey, Google. Tell me a joke.
What kind of bird always forgets the words to songs? A hummingbird.
Wow. Did the sub alert play? I think the alerts are done, so we can go back to having alerts. I think they're done, right? I think they're done. I'm not sure. The joke, it was how bad it was, yeah. Where's my thank you? Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yo, Squishy, what's up? All the best. How's it going, dude? Do we need a neck? We need something like this, like a super neck. Oh yeah, we need that neck. Oh baby. Now this is looking sweet. I like it. No, I know. I'm just kidding too. But thank you so much, anyways. And thank you for being here. Yeah, like I was saying, is the little things that keep you going, right? And the fact that we have like this pretty nice community and people who gather around me playing video games is so ridiculous to me. It's like, why? Why would you do that? But thank you very much for doing that. You know what I mean? But why would you do that? So glasses are usually not a big issue. We do take care of making it like as good as possible. We don't want to be super sloppy with them either. But we don't have to be super careful anyway with them. They're still gonna be visible nonetheless, and so we just go something like this. There you go. Looking beautiful now. You see, chat? Looking beautiful. Something like this, and then we can close up the lines later. You're here for the Fortnite streams? Oh shit. I don't think I've ever played Fortnite. Not that I am either proud or not about it, I just never played it. I guess it's not my type of game. What the fuck am I here for then? I have no idea, dude. You're here to ban... you're the muscle of the operation. Tilda is too kind. Tilda will never ban anyone, so, you know. Yo, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you very much. Meat gets dirty. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alright, we need to kind of remove this line a little bit so we can finish the whole class thingy. And we can just go straight down. Look at that. Look at how beautiful. Uh-huh. See, chat? I just said you're a bad mod? I didn't say you're a bad mod. I said you're the kindest. You're too kind. Okay, let's face it. You're the real reason why people come here to this channel. Let's be honest. So like I was telling before, this is a part of the process, like the whole line art and everything is a part of the process that is super tedious or can be super tedious depending on the detail, depending on the type of drawing. With emotes, normally it's not that bad. ADI, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, ADI. Welcome in. Thank you very much. You're too kind. So this is the part of the drawing that is like, okay, that's a lot, that's a lot, that's a lot. But if you're doing something different than emotes, then it's fucking crazy. Not McNamara, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. You realize that Mike is a mod in 2 of your most watched streams? You like pain, hey? Alright, Chad. I think for the most part, we're almost done. There's a reason there's an entire job in comics art called inker. Yeah, it's super tricky. And I know that it's very frustrating for many people. And very intimidating too. Sorry. Very intimidating to people who are like just starting. It's like, but I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. Intimidating. To me, the most intimidating part was always painting. Mostly because of my color blindness. I was so intimidated. I was like, I can't do this. I can't use a tablet because, I mean, I'm colorblind. What am I gonna do? Right? kind of thing. So we're gonna have, I think, something like this. Right? I think that's the idea, chat. Yep. Put this up here. We can have something that goes like this. What do you guys think? I think it's good. I think it's great. And now we can just make it like double here. It should be fine. It's looking good, eh? It's looking good. There you go. You're impressed with the program? Oh yeah, Krita is fantastic, dude. Like I said, I always recommend it just because I like people trying as well. We have had a couple of cases in which people try it, and they tried because normally, like, when I do the art streams are for like emotes for my own channel, for this channel, but always with the idea of teaching people how to do it. And we have had a couple of people following actually the whole thing from time to time, and they have tried it and they have made emotes for their own channels, which is great, I think. Always gives you some sort of satisfaction. Also, it's really hard for me to get away from, you know, the things I have done. And like I said, I was a teacher for 10 years. It is pretty hard not to try and teach stuff, I guess, here and there. Right? Okay. It should be good here. Teacher complex. It's really hard to get away from it, is what I'm saying. It's really, really hard to get away from it. But you get used to it, and part of your language too, and part of your expressions also come from that. So, really hard to get away from it. What program are you using? You missed the name. The name of the program is Krita. K-R-I-T-A. Krita. Clear indication of a love of things, willingness to share it with others. I've always believed in that kind of thing, you know, like, why wouldn't you want other people to also enjoy the things you enjoy if you can show them well enough why those things are a good idea to try, or like, why not sharing? I don't get it. So yeah, I'm more than happy to share. We're gonna do this. Yeah. It's an angry boy. It's an angry boy, chat. All right, and with that, I think for the most part we are done with the sketch. We still have the tie, but this is our sketch in 4 different main layers. What do we think? It looks fresh. I think it's gonna be cool. It's nice. That is one angry boy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's start with some painting thing. So let's start with the layer that goes to the back the most, which I think is the head. Thank you so much for the Prime subscription. Thank you. Thank you so much. The Vickles. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Pretty sure this is BarbWins. All right, let's close up these lines before we continue with the painting part. This is not too important. Remember that this goes under, so this part's, it's okay if they lack detail or if they are not like perfect. We don't really care too much about them. But the rest is important. So this one, yeah. This one we have to keep an eye on. All right, so now let's create the layers. We create 3 layers usually to paint. So our main layer with the lines will be on top. The bottom one is the paint, the base paint that we use. And the ones in the middle are lights and shadows. So for the shadows, we use the multiply type of layer. So it's gonna take the colors and it's gonna darken those colors if they are away from the whites. And for the lights, we use screen, which is gonna take the colors and make them lighter. We also use a different opacity for those, so it's not too dark. The darks are not too dark in the lights, and the light is not too bright. But with that in mind, we can start now painting. So let's start with Barb's face. And you can make your job easier if you just like paint like this. That's a good idea. I normally don't do it like that because I kind of enjoy going with my brush. But this is the fastest way in which you can do the thing. We can use some white for the eyes. And we're gonna make them glow, but that's later. We also need white to do the mouth. I hope it does it. Yeah, perfect. And now we need the hair, so it shouldn't be a problem. So we're rushing a little bit, but you know, I kind of wanted to do this emote with you guys and show you what we've been doing, because the reason you're here is because I made the emotes. So kind of wanted to show you guys. I promise that if you come back next time, we will be playing video games. But yeah. All right. Now we can go with details, because this type of painting, what I don't like is that it's not going to cover every single detail. So you're going to have things like this. You're going to have little pixels that have no paint in them. You don't want that, because that's transparency. And that's going to affect your final result, or people are going to notice. That's something that is going to be there, and you don't want that. If you're going to do something, try to do it to the best of your abilities, if you can. Don't be sloppy. Nobody appreciates that. Imagine playing games on Twitch. Yeah. I don't know what that is. All right. So we get that. Let's continue with the eyebrows. Should be good. This should be good. Let's see if we can detect more corners like that. There you go. So once you have the base colors of the things you want. Oh, we also need to paint the neck, right? A little bit. We need to create like... Let's just create this. Just as background. Now once you have the color... Yeah, this is when you start trolling with Mr. Spot. That's exactly when. Once you're in this stage, you can continue with the other ones, like the other layers. So we can continue with those. Let's create a new layer. And let's create the same layer for the other groups as well. So we're ready to do the thing when we get there. So the next layer, which one is our next layer? The next layer is the arm. So let's start with the arm then. All right. What was the color of Donkey Kong? We have the color in the sketch, right? We have the color like around here or something. Yeah, there you go. So this is going to be the color for our Donkey Kong. Now that we have that. No, wait, because this is on opacity, right? Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, it's not on opacity. All right. So now we paint the arm thingy. Again, we don't need too much detail or anything like that, so we're just gonna close the arm. And this is the thing that's gonna be painted. Easy, right? Looks so weird when you look at it like that. this should be good. You really digging this? It's cool to see the process. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I figured that it was a cool thing to do. I think somebody asked for the emote, and it's like, yeah, let's try one. Let's try to make an emote. It might not come out super perfect, but it will be okay. It will be okay, and we can say that we made this. We made this in chat, so why not? All right, we need the gorilla collar. Where's my gorilla collar? Is it here? Yeah, it's here. Okay, perfect. Do we need this arm, this color here? We do not, right, chat? I don't think we do. So we just need to close it here. This should be good. All right, perfect. And here should be good. All right. Need to rabble. Streamer, you missed the spot. Don't forget the nipples. I mean, we don't want it. We don't want it to get banned by Twitch, do we? I mean, maybe we do, but you know, we need to be subtle. Okay, that's the second group here, and then our last group will be this. We need this color for that, and that's gonna be in here. And finally, this, which is gonna come in here and in here. All right. Now we have everything. Now everything's painted now. Damn, it looks good. Donkey Kong doesn't even have any. That's true. No nipples make it safe. Yes, no nipple makes it safe. But we're not even close to done. Yet. Not even close. So here's where we go and start with the shadows. Let me rename my groups because I need to know what the hell is each. So this is the head. What are you? You're the left arm. You're the body. Okay. And this should be the right arm.
Streamer, hydrate.
Thank you, Tilda. All right, here we go. So, you can start with the body. And we're gonna use the shadows. Looks hilarious. This is an emote creation speed run. We're going fast. Yeah, that's true. We're going fast. But that's kind of cool, right? So we're gonna have some shadows. We assume that the light comes from this side, from the top left corner to his face, basically, his chest. His chest staying over chin. Yeah, he is like, you know, this, and we have like the angle from down a little bit. So we assume that. Race, thank you so much for the follow. Galinuva, thank you so much for the follow. Macho Man Bounce, yeah, like, so good. So now that we have the shadow, we can start applying the shadow. So not very visible, so we're gonna make it a little bit darker. And then we can start. So we need a lot more shadow than that. I'm just gonna take us here. Right? This should be good. At least for that arm. Whereas his chin is under his chest. But you also will see when we finish the tie, because we're still missing the tie, sorry. They're all puffed out. This is chest, so the chest, his pecs are so big that they need their own shade there. Look at those pecs, chat. It's a big booba. It's a booba confirmed, yeah. Yeah! It's a hairy boy. Also, on top of that. So ripped you can't see the neck from that angle. Yeah, exactly. His chest is so puffed out, like you just can't. These arms probably gonna cause some shadow here. It's gonna cast some shadow here, probably. Most likely. Oh fuck. So this might be like this. Who needs neck and chin when you have muscles? Correct. Hell yeah. There's probably some here, since that's the angle. And you're gonna see the difference, chat. Like, it's incredible how different things look once you finish the shadows and things like that. It changes so much. It really does. This is probably old shadow, so we're gonna take just this thing here. Oh man. This is probably gonna be old shadow, because it's all cast by the arm and by the angle. Yes, he has 4 fingers. I figured when... If you notice, I believe it's the barb key, which is one of the first. Since I made that one originally as just a meme, that one still has like the 5 fingers. But I believe. But after that, when Barb, you know, like contacted me and we were talking about the emotes and everything, and the character basically just started to come shape and say the same character every time, because you can look at my Robotnik or those were all different, right? So when the character became a thing, I was like, no, the character has to have only 4 fingers. It's much easier. It's much more expressive as well when you're trying to do something with their hands. And it's less cumbersome as well. So in the end, it's much better, I think. Anyways, go back here. We get some shadow, and we're gonna cast some shadow here, probably from here as well. This is most likely a thing. That looks pretty good, I think. But so far, so good. We can give now the highlights to that. So we're gonna take the light here. Remember, it doesn't really matter. He's gonna have the tie. But we're gonna have some light coming to his specs. Like that. But it's gonna make a difference. It's gonna make a huge difference, actually. You'll see. You forgot the hair at the ear, in the ear. Yeah, he's shiny. But that helps a lot. Like, normally, if you're gonna make big art, you don't need to do that. In fact, you shouldn't do that. But for an emote, I think it's a good idea. It helps to bring out a lot of, like, details that you want to show on your emotes. So, yeah. That's good practice, I think. Now, let's go with the other arm. Or here. This arm, since it's getting the light from the top left, all of this is probably just shadow. Most likely is. Man, can't get this color to work. Because this is the inside, right? The inside of the arm. Oh, you think that's impressive? I have Kaizo thumb in both of my thumbs. On my left thumb, it covers from here to here, almost entirely around the thumb. And on this one is like here. And it's a gigantic hard thing that you can't... It's just hard. I developed my Kaizo calluses when I was like 7 years old. I have had them my entire life, or over 30 years now, I think. Yep. Not great. When I was young, I would get so nervous about that, like so conscious about that. You know, when you were like on a date or something, or with your girlfriend or whatever, or when I was with my girlfriend or whatever, I would be like, I hope she doesn't notice that. It's so gross, I think. Nobody else has those things. That's gotta be gross, I guess. So I was always like afraid of that. It was so silly. I was so self-conscious. Turns out, no one gives a fucking shit about it. I told you earlier, chat. Sometimes I'm amazed at the similarities with Barb's life and things like that. I'm like, fucking hell, man. This is very relatable. I think that's why I follow him. It's so relatable. It's like, yeah, I've seen that. Shadow should come to this finger right here. Not there, though. And should cover the finger here. And a little bit of this, I think. For this hand, it should probably come like this. Should be here. Yeah, this is good. There you go. This is looking good, chat. This is looking good. No, the opposite way, my friend. Show the callus. Can you see it? It's right here. Is all of this part is super tough. And right here, let me see if I can get my camera to grab it. It's all of this area from here to here. It's thick, yeah. The Kaizo, Kaizo biceps, yeah. Yep. I don't even play Kaizo. However, I want to though. I am in the process of deciding when to start with my own Kaizo journey. I kind of want to do it. Like many of my friends here in the channel and whatnot are. This is weird. Aren't you grabbing that? Are Kaizo streamers as well. You know, Minister Gold. I don't know if you remember the "It's nice to meet you" follower alert guy that we raided with Barb like a year ago or so. Grateful, Turnips, all these people who play Kaizo as well. And I've been like, yeah, I should play Kaizo. I don't know if I would be good at it. I played Quickie 1 once for a challenge that Chad asked me to, or paid for, I guess, but yeah. Started now? I don't know. Gold's on Kaizo hiatus, but he's good. Yeah, he's good. Gold's good. He trained a lot. Became good. I don't like that. This is something more subtle. A little bit more subtle. Just here and there. Okay. That is good. Now let's go back to our left arm. Now let's do some of the highlights. Remember, shiny is good. Shiny is good. Not like that. Has to look good. Shiny is good, chat. Just a little bit of shine. You see how much it adds to the drawing? It adds a lot to the drawing. It was pretty good the one time I played. Varsity for Beginner Kaizo is spot on. 4 seasons specifically is so great. Oh yeah, I'm taking all recommendations, guys, if you have any. Like, I would gladly do it. Now, let's go to our right arm. And let's do the same thing. Now that we know what to do. This should probably be all shadows. Probably. You know what? We're taking those and we're gonna do this. I think it's actually much better and faster. There you go. Easy peasy. Color on a piece of the hair on the right of the ear. Okay, we'll check that out. Probably I did. So thank you so much. Baggage. Can we paint the whole thing? It's gonna paint the whole thing. It's so annoying. He meant Kaizo recommendations, no emote recommendations. The chest is huge. It is. It is huge. Also remember, not all of that will be seen on the emote size, right? How does it not color over the black lines? It's a layer thing? Oh, that's a good question. So, Vince, you can see here on the right of my screen, I have my layers, right? So, for instance, this is a group of layers. Right arm. That's how I named it. This is this one, right? So, the first layer that I have there. So think of layers as onion layers, right? Like those are sheets that are transparent by default and you have one over the other. So in this case, we have like the top layer and the top layer is my black lines. The one at the bottom is the color, the base color. Layer number 2 and number 3 are highlights and shadows. So in that case, if I ever want to change a shadow, I just can delete the shadow, whatever. Or if I want to delete only the, erase only the highlights, I just do it. So, because if you do that in only 2 layers or in only 1 layer, you will be painting over the lines and it's so tedious and annoying that it will take you forever. So you don't want to do that. It's just too much work that you're putting on yourself that it makes no sense. So always work with your layers. Always think about your layers and think about the future. Maybe one day you want to animate your emotes. Maybe one day you're like, oh man, I wish I had my my file cleaner so I can animate it or something like that. Best way to do that, just work with layers from the very start. And now we add a little bit of this shiny shine. Yeah. And that should be good. I don't know about that one. Yeah, a little bit better. Yo, Raze, what's up? Just imagine the nips. Your drawing should have many layers, like a croissant. Layers are like ogres. Correct. All right, so we're done with most of those things there. Now we can go to the head and start working on the head. The head takes a little bit more work, but again, we're speed running, so which is not. It's not even funny because we're very slow right now, but. So the mustache will definitely cast a shadow here. This will definitely cast a shadow. This will cast a shadow. This just barely, probably. Barely. You want the nips? Okay, we will have the nips. Okay, we'll have the nips. But you gotta deal with Barb, okay? I'm gonna tell Barb that you were the ones who were like, they want nips, man. Is that fair? $25 schmeckless. Guys, I will send the nips and the dong version of the emotes. I will not do that. I will not do that. Jesus. Since, yeah, I think we need like a lot of shadow here because of that. And this is probably gonna come right here, right? This is also gonna cast a shadow. It's probably just pure shadow here because it's the hair thingy. Not so sure about that. All right. Normally I also do the glasses on a different layer. This time I was just like trying to be a little bit faster, so I didn't. But normally I do because glasses you can move around, you can change sizes. Like it's much better, much faster and easier. Also, Many emote artists will use templates. I don't use templates. I do all my emotes from the start. I don't like templates for my own emotes, and I know that I would save a lot of time. I don't like that. I don't take those kind of shortcuts too much. So every time I do a new emote for whoever pays for them or myself, it's from the scratch. I think it's a little bit more respectful as well. How am I rotating the canvas? So in Krita, you have different hotkeys. In the case of my hotkey, I use my second mouse button, which is here in my pen, and I hold control. So control, holding control, and if I go up and down is zoom, and if I go shift is the size of my brush, and if I hold shift and hold my second button, I can rotate the screen. Also in Krita, if you want to mirror the screen, just press M and you can mirror it. The size of my but yeah, it's a hotkey thing. You can also change them from the settings, but I use shift and the second mouse button. Hold them both. And there you go. There you have it. How do you manage to get the itty bitty emote version to look so good with shading and such? Every time you shrink anything down to small size, it's just garbage. You kind of learn with time more or less what things will be visible and what will not. I can't say that I nail it every time. Sometimes it's trial and error. Sometimes I finish the whole emote and then I go and it doesn't really work on emote size, so I have to go back and work on some things or remove some details. It's part of the process, but you kind of start getting like, you know, an idea of what works and what doesn't. Many people worry too much, and some people worry too much. Many people don't worry at all about it. You need to worry about that. You need to think about that for sure. One good advice if you're going to do emotes on Twitch that I can tell you. The perfect size for your lines is, if it's an internal line in the drawing, 4.5 to 6 pixel wide will be good. It is visible, the details will be visible. If it's a mouth, use 6 pixels width of your brush. For the outside, anything between 8 and 10 pixel wide will be perfect. You want to have a thick outline, so it will be extra visible on those monsters of Twitch who use light version of Twitch. I don't know who does that. Those people are monsters, but they exist and we have to work with them too. So yeah. Light Twitch users out. Fucking knows. Yeah. Run! I think we're good, chat. I think we're good. We're doing the classes. Alright. Let's finish the class a little bit. More detail here and here. More detail up to here. And then a teeny tiny bit of detail here. Because why not? Because we can do it. Switch to light Twitch and flashbangs myself. Yeah. I don't know why would someone do that. It's like, oh, you know what I enjoy really a lot? Being fucking blind. I love it. Can I please use Twitch Lite? Love being blind. Nothing quite like it. Man. Like, I get it. If you don't know better, I get it. Like, oh, I didn't even know that there was a dark, you know, version. It's on you, though. You're still not doing your homework, but I get it. Use Twitch in light mode because you like looking directly at the sun, because I am that strong. Oh yeah, if it's like a flex kind of thing, yeah. Switch light to Twitch flashbangs on yourself. Light Twitch users and light Discord users. It's like, dude, I don't think anyone uses light Discord. Does that exist? Discord is even worse than Twitch. Like, the flashbang in Discord is much worse. Isn't it? I think I've seen memes about it. Light Twitch users just want to suffer. They just enjoy it. Gorilla wins. Yes. This is what we're aiming for. Yeah, damn it. I keep doing that. Alright. We need now for the hair. A little bit of shadow here. The ear definitely has cast some shadow. That's okay. Again, you don't have to be super detailed with this. It's not that much of a big deal. But it's good practice. Just try to keep your shadows good. It's not going to be extra visible, unfortunately. But here we are. Okay. It's going to change the drawing. It's going to make your drawing look better. You want some of that shade. Right there. It's going to be under because the sun comes from the top part. So this is just good. Comes from the top. We don't need this. And it comes from the top, so we don't need this. That's great. How does it look so far, chat? Roughly 5% of people pick like mode in Discord. No way. Honestly, actually, the number is like smaller than I thought it was gonna be.
Thank you. But so good needs more saturation.
Valek, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you very much, Valek. You're too kind. Thank you so much. All right, let's go with this. With a little bit of light there. That's gonna be visible. Oh, look at that, chat. That's looking sick. Ain't that boy looking good? Coincidentally, 5% of Discord users are psychopaths. No, in an unrelated thing. This is good, chat. This is good. We might give a little bit of light here. And I think that's perfect. Now we need some for the glasses. Just a little bit of light there. We're probably gonna get some of the light. Right? Something like that. And now with the hair. You'll love it? Awesome. I feel the left arm could be more buffed. You mean like this one? The one on the chest? We can do it. We can make it bigger. That's the cool thing about digital drawing. You can always fix things a little bit more easily than you would in, if you did pencil. Many of the emotes of the channel, like the Hollow Knight emotes and Zotes and whatnot, were originally made on paper. It was before I was feeling more confident with the tablet and started doing things on the tablet all the time. I would just like convert them. But originally I would sketch on paper first. It's all about getting used to things, I guess. Going from paper to tablet is hard. It takes time. It took me some time to get used to it, to get like, because it is a little bizarre the first time you take a tablet, particularly if your tablet like mine doesn't have a screen on it. It's super bizarre to not looking at what you're drawing directly, at your hand basically, but looking somewhere else and then seeing the results on the screen. That's kind of weird. That feels super weird. All right, so we have this. Okay, you guys mentioned this arm, right? Like this arm, right? You said that it could be bigger, maybe? I think we can make it bigger. Oh, the other one? Okay. Oh, but this one too, right? Now that I saw it bigger, I'm like, yeah, maybe it can be bigger. This one, you think? You mean to have the shadow not tied to the arm? Oh yeah, because that's the shadow that he produces on the body, not the shadow of the arm. See? One beefy arm. Maybe bigger bicep on the other, yeah. Maybe, you think? It looks already so big to me. And also, it's not gonna be visible, chat. You have to think that the emote is gonna cover probably like a portion of this. Right? The forearm on the left more so than a bicep. Oh, the forearm maybe could be like... Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. Maybe we can change that. I think that's gonna give the effect that you guys want. We can try. Let's try. So if we were to make it happen, first we need the lines. So we need to delete this basically. Right? Jug him up. I mean, I guess we could do that. So you guys would say something like this would work? Like if we do something like this? Would that work better? Gonna run and grab the kiddos, but it has been a lot of fun. Hey, thank you so much, and the Entropic. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining the raid, and thank you for being here with us. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. I think what happens is that it's too low. So what we can do is something like this. You'll see. You'll see. I think this works much better. See? I think this works. Use Mike as a reference. Yeah, that's what happened. Our anatomy was wrong. It was too high. Now the forearm is complete. So this should work now. So we had our anatomy wrong. We can fix it. The wrist should be larger, you think? You think it's too thin? Then our fist should also be larger, right? We could also fix that. Chat, I like that you're here to help me. Wait. Because we can take the whole thing, right? And we can make the fist like larger.
That strength, that beauty. You're
Subbed to Dangel.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gift sub. Thank you. And now the wrist is out of the scene, so I think it works also very, very well. Chad, I think you were right. Yeah, it was, but now it's not. You will see, because... Oh, fuck me. There you go. So we're gonna change the, obviously the shadow and whatnot, and we're gonna fix this line. And I think now we made it. I think it should work now. Need black. We have black. Yes. And now we can just go and try to follow our line. This should work. Should it be rotated slightly to the hand or the wrist? I don't know. Maybe? I guess it could be. I want to clean this line up. And we can now clean the excess of this thing here. Fuck me. So you will see, Chatterino, you will see how it works. I am sure it's gonna work. We can remove the light from here. And give the dark color here. Looks better or what? A few degrees left, but that's nitpicky. 5 more hours of tweaking stream. I'm sorry. I mean, it's important. It's important. Now we're doing it fast. Like when I work on these emotes, it takes me a little bit longer than that, of course. I try to, like I said earlier, I just try to do my best. And particularly when something as important to me as like Barb's channel or my own channel or, you know, my friends' channel. Like those things matter to me a lot. So I want to just do my best. Oh boy. Oh boy. Addison, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy the emote making of today. The impromptu. You enjoy art streams? Barb used to do some back in the day. I don't do them as often as I should, but the thing is, like, I started making emotes, and we have probably around 50 or 60 emotes. The problem is I'm an affiliate. We only have like 9 slots for emotes. So right now, most of my emotes are hosted in 7TV, and we use them here in my channel. But so yeah, like there was a point when we made so many emotes that is like, yeah, I don't have a lot to make anymore. I might do this here and there if there's a commission or if you guys want to see it. Again, you can join always the Discord and let me know what you want and stuff like that. Like the Discord is a fun place. So, can always be done. Can always be arranged. Okay, I like what I see. We are going to do some more stuff, a little bit of modification. One of the things that I really like to do that we can do with the eyes is to give... It's a new layer that we're going to put in here. And this layer is going to be glow layer. And we're going to use... this. You'll see. We're gonna go with that anime glow, the angry eyes. Oh, maybe we can make it red, Chad. What do you think? Is this red? I think it's red. So I made like a red glow of the eyes. I don't think it's that visible. Kind of sucks. I don't like it. Darker shadow shade between the chest and the arm on the left. Could be. Kind of looks like red glasses. Yeah, it's kind of shit. I don't like it. Whereas if we do the white's cool because it looks like the anime kind of glowy. I like this one a whole lot. You think pupils might work? I don't know. What about yellow for Saiyan? I think this one works. Red pupils. Cause okay, let's try something silly like right here, right now. Let's see something red like this. And let's do some red pupils, like some crazy red pupils like this. Right? What do you guys think? Enraged for sure. Red iris, black pupil. You dig? Nah. I'm gonna lie, it kind of brings the whole thing together. Wow. Alright, you like too. Add the red glow now? Can we add the red glow? I think we can add the red glow, yeah. We can add it to the eye, like this. If eyes are visible through glasses, would eyebrows not also be visible? True. It's like pink eye, yeah. Like more sus angry. Fire pupils will be better. Elevated version alternate between red and normal eyes. That's tricky though. I mean, we can make the eyebrows something like the pupil something like this, which is like the way we took the road we took for the emote anyways. This is kind of funny using this set voice for Donkey Kong show today. Really? Because we also could like put the whole thing together like this and make him angrier, right? What do you guys think? Instead of red eyes, his nostrils could be flaring. He has no nostrils though. Our design has no nose. Can you see it without the eyes? Yes. I prefer it without the eyes. But at a fire effect on his pupils, it's not going to be visible. Otherwise, I think it looked better with just the glasses. Personally, without, pretty badass already. No eyes is solid. We need fire. No eyes is better. Yeah, okay. We agree. I also like no eyes. I also like no eyes. We forgot, though, about the tie. So our tie has to be pretty much on top of everything, I think. So let's make our tie. This is gonna be the tie. And let's just delete everything here. Here. Okay. Will you add some glare to the glasses to indicate a shine or something that is too much detail? It's not gonna be seen. What about an effect for the fish pounding on the chest? Oh, for the fish pounding on the chest. Sure. I think we could make that happen. We can work with that towards the end. We're about to finish though, but yeah. So the tie has to end. We're gonna sketch it first, I think. So if we have the tie here and something like this, and it goes like this, I think this should be it. And then it comes. Don't know about this. Let me go this way. So I think this would work. Let me show you more or less what I'm seeing. So the tie comes from here, right? Takes this curve here and goes top. What do you guys think? BK will be mirrored, yeah. That's the only problem. Yeah, that's the problem, right? That's kind of shit. What else can we make then? Because I don't see how else we can make it happen. Unless it's like a very short tie. Which could be. Could be something like this and just very simple, right? Oh, I think this works. Yeah, this works. Maybe we can have the tip. Just the tip. Anyways, this works. So yeah, let's do this. It's Bim Kong, yes, correct. Bim. So dope. You verted it flat. Yeah, I think me too. All right, now let's go super shuttle there. Let's go super shuttle here. Let me remove my body. And let me remove the arm so we can work in peace. We already have our measures there. It's something like this. This should work, chat. This should work. That's awesome because his chest is puffed out, so it will be shorter. Absolutely right. That is true. Also, if we're looking at an angle, this should be a little bit shorter. And now from here, we can finish it. So if it's buffed out. Animal Mother, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, Animal Mother. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy gorillas. What if the tie is in one of his hands? Like he took it out in rage. Hopefully it doesn't end up looking like a tongue. Now that you mention it, I'm a little afraid now. I hate and I love that you just brought it out because it might be. That sucks. I love and hate that you brought it up. Let's bring here this thing and then we can copy the kind of the design of the DK, right? What do we need for that? Has to be bigger too. So why don't we just cut it? Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. No, give me my regular tool. There you go. Thank you very much. So we're using this BK, right? There you go. Should be like there. Lickitung DK Barb. Nintendo kicking down your door right now. Yeah. I'm not surprised. That's our sketch. That's our regular one. So this is the one that we're going to be using for that. So let's get started. Literally plagiarism. Literally plagiarism. And we're going to have yellow letters, right? Now the K. I'm literally plagiarizing right now. So let's have the B. Not the B's. Here it goes. Yeah, baby. This should work, chat. Now you will see. And how are these? These are just like regular ones, right? It's not too complex. So just copy this. Should be okay, chat. Should be okay. All right. Right, with that we can work. My uncle works at Nintendo. He said it was fine. Hold on, let me clip this. God damn it. Where is their tie? Tie. Okay, it's right here. So, we need the yellow thingy. Where are you, Donkey Kong? I need the yellow thingy. Thank you. And it's all around it, right, chat? I think it's just all around the thing. And it's around and inside, right? So we just need kind of to go around. We don't have to be extra careful with this. It's okay. We don't need to be... Fuck me with... Oh my god. Okay. Stop it. Windows, stop it. Jesus Christ. Thanks to Geek's uncle, yeah. No hit. Some DK incarnations have the yellow really pop. So like super, super bright yellow. How is the one with this one? It's like inside and outside, right? Has to be. Otherwise it won't be visible. Now that I think about it. Because the tie is the color of the thing. Inne. Inne. So I'm guessing it's in and out. It's gotta be in and out. 2 gold would be hard to see. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to tune down also that, a little bit of the colors and things like that. This will work, I think. Sorry, gold. Too much gold will be hard to see. Aw. Sag. I love how much detail we're putting into this and how much time we're spending on the stupid tie. I love that. Really do. For like no reason. Yikes, it looks super bad. But we can fix it, I think. Yikes. That's mostly because of the yellow. Now it's gonna look better. Isn't it fill yellow? Is it fill yellow? Well, now I'm gonna have to go and look again. Fuck me. Where are you, Donkey Kong? Not you, but you. It is fill yellow. I'm an idiot. I did it wrong. Well, welp. If it isn't the consequences of my stupidity, it is yellow. Well, now it looks much better. So, fortunately, yeah, fortunately not. No erasing needed. Yeah, it's an easy fix in the end. It's gonna look good, so that's okay. Even if it's a little weird now, it's gonna be okay. It looks that pixel because of how small it is, so don't you worry, chat. It's okay. We're not gonna smear too much. I don't like smearing. I think smearing is pretty obvious for the most part in things. And I kind of don't like it unless it's absolutely necessary, at least on emotes. It's something I try to avoid. All right, now we're looking better. Looking much better now, Chad. Yeah, that's true. That's true, TT. That is true. Let me finish painting the tie. Man, that red is really bright. It's fucking saturated as fuck. That's good. I think we can, in fact, reduce the opacity of that one to this. You're grateful for color picker? Oh, tell me about it. As a colorblind person, having a color picker is like It's like the saying of, you know, it's like the world finally saying you are allowed to do this. Without this, you couldn't. So I'm glad we have it now. I don't think we need anything else, chat. For last time, we won't listen to the Dead or Alive Stream 2 OST. Timey, thank you so much. Thank you for being here and spending time with us. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll see you later. See you later. Okay. Let's remove the background. Still forgot the hair part on the right of the ear. Thank you very much, Baggage. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Done. Big regretting these mod choices. Why? No. I like my mods. I think it looks good. Chad, what do you think? There's one last thing that we could do super quickly just to end it. I mean, to complete the whole emote thing. You're sure Barb would love a banana in one of his hands? Fuck. The bottom part of the V is weird. Yeah, it's a little weird. You're right. We can fix that too, I think. A little bit of red. Fix that there. And we can also fix this with a thicker line. Also this with a thicker line. Should be okay. Yeah, a banana will be fucking good. A banana will be good. Man, I hate that it's so late for the banana. But it will be a good idea. It's kind of late for a banana though. A squished banana? Maybe a hard squeezed banana? Let me see. I think this looks nice. Do it all over again, yeah. No, it's not that bad. Let me see. Why are they singing? I hate that they singing. Yeah, don't use the other hand for the banana. Will be a bit sus. Yeah, that's what I thought. And I was like, nope, we're not gonna use the other hand for the banana. We're gonna use just this one. Yeah, I think we can make it happen. It's gonna be a little like, you know, not gonna be great, but it's gonna be there. Pseudo dong. Chad got the dong version after all. Yeah, god damn it. They did. Chad always wins. I think we can make it come from here, so I think it's better. What do you guys think? Do something like this. And in fact, do this. What do you think, KK? Do you like it? Beautiful. It's a masterpiece. Okay, now I need the color of a banana. Chat.
Thank you.
Hello Mr. Streamer, I am Timber McAntony, an attorney representing Nintendo.
Shut up.
We would like to inform you that you are infringing on our copyright that covers the character known as Donkey Kong. Please immediately cease and desist the creation of this emote. You must also send us $450 in iTunes gift cards before February 12th, or we will launch a drone strike on your current position. Thank you for your understanding.
Thank you, Yassi, for the 100 bits. Thank you so much, and thank you, Mammon Machine. I was about to ask Shad for a hex code. Hilda, thank you so much for the gifts up to Lilith. Thank you, Hilda. Thank you very much. I was about to ask for the hex code, so thank you. Wait, I didn't copy it. Let me copy that.
Helma Delca.
Paste it here. Okay. There's a hype train. Elevator Fred. Thank you so much for the prime sub. Thank you. That's crazy generous of you. Thank you very much. All right, that's gonna be our banana. Chad, is that a banana collar? Is that a good banana collar? Are you happy with the stupid banana? Yeah, I think it's good. It's very banana. Oh, okay. Oh, let me get rid of some... Shit, what? Loud Tenor, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are so kind. What are you doing? What are you doing? Meat gets dirty. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. What the hell are you doing, guys? Thank you so much. Thank you. You're crazy generous. Thank you so much. And thank you. Jesus Christ. Right, let me get now the collar and we can... Scooby Snacks, thank you so much. Thank you for the sub. Thank you, Scooby. I'm super glad every time I see you, Scooby, like enjoying the emotes as you do. Because you're one of the people that I see the most enjoying the emotes. And I'm like, yeah, I'm so proud of that. I love it, dude. So glad you like them. Thank you so much. And enjoy the emotes here as well. They're not so bad. They're not so bad. I love your emotes are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Chad, look at that banana. Is this what you wanted? A flagrant skill issue? Thank you so much for the follow and the... Okay. Yo guys, thank you so much. Thank you for being so generous. You really are too nice. Holy shit, Jake Big, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. Hope you enjoyed the banana stream. Come on, machine, thank you. The effortless shading is so good. Dude, it's so fantastic. Once you know where the... Many people struggle with shading, but once you know where the light's coming from and you have the layers that you set up for that specifically, you're like, okay, I'm set. This is easy mode. This is just easy mode. Kind of want to go white a little bit for a couple of lines.
Thank you.
Hello Mr. Streamer, I am Gig's uncle, I work at Nintendo. We would like to inform you that you are barb dumping on our copyright that covers the character known as Bimpy Kong. I told him to tell you that it was fine, so please go ahead and continue what you are doing. You must also send us $450 in iTunes gift cards before February 12th, because I spent all my money on Twitch bits. Thank you for your understanding.
That strength, that beauty. You're...
Subbed to Dane Jill.
Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Lodette, thank you so much. Thank you for giving it back, and thank you for being here with us too. That is fantastic. Oh wait, what am I doing? It's Gig. Thank you so much for the 100 bits as well. Hey, Bertie. Hello. Welcome in. I love the Symphony of the Night alerts. Those were just like, I recently made those. Oh no, we have a weird thing in the... Shut up. Okay. Chat, are we happy? Nymira, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. And KK, 15 months. Thank you for the 15, KK. Thank you so much, KK.
Thank you for your patronage.
Not because it comes from like the ear, right? That's why we don't do the tie knot, because it comes from like the chest. It's so puffy. Thank you, KK. It's so freaking good. All right, the last step, and this is also if you're gonna make emotes on Twitch. Like I said before, your inner lines inside of your drawing should be around 4 to 6 pixels max. Minimum 4 pixels if you want them to be visible. The outside lines, you want them to be something like 10, 8 to 10, right? Oh yeah, the whole light thing, just keep in mind that you don't need to... Like, not all the time you have to be super aware of that. It's gonna come the more you practice. And sometimes you might even make a mistake, but it still looks good and you're gonna keep it. And you're gonna be like, you know what? It's kind of okay. So the last step we do is just thicken the outer lines. Particularly if those lines are close to a light color. If it's close to a light color, you wanna make those lines super thick. Remember, more or less 10 pixel width or something like that. That is to make sure that is much more visible on Twitch, particularly on Twitch Lite. But also in between colors, so they are readable as well when you use the emote, no matter which version of Twitch you're using. But also you want them to be visible, and you want to the black lines basically to create the difference between those. That's what we make them thick. So don't be afraid of making them too thick. That's okay. It's not going to be the end of the world. What is my canvas size? I work on a canvas of 800 by 800. I like to give my clients, my customers or my clients the big one too, the big drawing as well, so they can do something with it. I know that some people put it behind a paywall and they just sell it as an extra thing. I'd like to give it away for free. Because why not? People should have it too. There you go, right here. Mistakes are just an opportunity to consider a different approach. Absolutely. And it's funny, we don't really think about it too much. But when you stop and you know, start considering what has happened in your life or whatever, you usually learn more from the mistakes than you learn from the good things. So yeah, that applies for everything, I guess. Okay, chat, I think we are done. We're here for the free stuff. Me too. Where's the free stuff, chat? I don't see the free stuff. Are we happy? It looks so good. Let me put it bigger on the screen. Mike, thank you so much for the free stuff. Thank you, Mike. It's beautiful. Thank you, Buttsplit. There's the free stuff. Okay. Learning more from mistakes is a holdover from when mistakes got you eaten by a tiger or something. Oh, of course, of course. I guess that's true. But I'm pretty sure that before you get eaten by the tiger, you already know that you shouldn't be there in the first place, and then you learn from your mistake. Now, it was time. Did you have time or the opportunity to reverse it? No. But you probably learned from that. Shading under the tie. Thank you, Tilda. That's a good idea. We need some shading under the tie. Not a huge deal, but we do need it. Maybe a little dark too. So we're not gonna use the light that we had there before. I'm gonna remove that one. It's gonna be much better too. The tie is actually painted. It's tattooed. I think it works, chat. I think it's a good one. Thank you for the hype train, everybody. Thank you so much. You're too kind. Now we can close this thing. We never closed it, so we can do it now. Now that that's done, we can also use this like a line here, and we can come and paint it. And we can use a super dark color for the shade of the thing. There you go. The fuck are these hype emotes? I don't know. Is Twitch trying to tell me something by giving me a stressed emote? I don't know. All right, and we made this for Barb. We hope Barb likes it. Minor request: since the tie's hanging out over his bulging pecs, should the shading not separate a little from the bottom of the tie? It should. It should. It absolutely should come here. Like, let me go grab. Where's the body? It's right here. You mean something like this? Like the should be like here, more separated, right? Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. So let's do that. Shouldn't be a big deal. Looks so much better too. Thank you. That's a great thing to notice. And in fact, should have less shadow here, like less shading here, and more like on a curve. This looks great. Now I wonder, Chad, do you think that we need something to introduce some sort of like movement? I don't think we do need it. You know, like it's gonna be confusing. The banana adds so much color. That is true. The two things add a lot. DDCon tunes. We should give Barb the cap. All right, let's save the new Barb. And let's go. Let me go here. This is gonna be BarbWins. BarbWins. That's the name, right? BarbWins. I think the banana having movement seems unnecessary. Yeah, that's true now. How many frames for an animated version? If we wanted to buy animated, yeah, it would be... If you want to give it impact, a couple of frames only. Because you just go fast. Boom, 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 boom. That's like 3 frames, maybe. But it will be hard because of the angle of things right now. The yellow brings the eyes from the banana to the tie to the rest. It's nice. Looks amazing. Hey, that's cool. But now we need to make it readable as an emote. So let's export this as a PNG. So you can export in Krita on PNG. We're going to export it with all of its glory. BarbWins. And let me open quickly another program where I can do this faster than in Krita. In which we can cut quickly for emote size. It's emotes. And that's commissions. And that's Barbs and BarbWins. All right. Sorry for the flashbang. Also, chat. And we need to make it fit on a square. So this is the tricky part. This is the super tricky part because we want it to be readable. I think we don't need to go further than the banana. We don't need the ear. We don't need that part. But we need the fist. We need this fist. And we need the banana and the tie. I think this works. I think this would be a very readable emote. And I think this would be the one. It looks fucking good. Honestly, it looks really good. Me right now. All right, we can export this one then. And where are the emotes? BarbWins. And we're gonna export this one as emote. Now, Twitch lately allows to just like do it. It does the conversion itself, but we're gonna just give it Barb and a good old 300 by 300. There you go.